Hey y'all, hey, this is Evangelist KT here, and I am here with a book review. This is my first book review for 2024. I know I've been doing some, and then I still been reading, but I just hadn't been doing any book reviews for last year. I just posted a whole lot of books, but I'm glad to be back doing some more book reviews. And our book review today is only going to be a few minutes, and I want to highlight the book by Romona Jackson. It's called Crazy Faith, Unexplainable Peace, A Lesson My Mother Taught Me. It is so good. I love this book, and I wanted to give an honest book review about it. I had started reading it last year, and then when I had surgery and stuff like that, I kind of fell off, and I got back on it and wanted to finish it because it's worth your read, right? It's worth reading, worth your time. I love that she's so honest in this book. I love that she is purposeful in this book on explaining her feelings, being honest about what she felt and how she was angry, how she was sad, how she was confused. She didn't know what to do about certain situations. And it's based upon what happened to her mother. So her mother ended up sick, and she ended up getting sick, and how she learned about having a closer relationship with God through her mother, having the peace of God through her mother's illness, and how it helped her to grow in her spiritual walk. It's such a good read. It's something that you all can really benefit from. And what I love about it, it is like it's not very thick. It's only like 100 and something pages, but inside the pages they have like study points or self-check areas, basically areas where you can kind of see questions and kind of bring yourself into the book and kind of be an interactive person with the book. You can interact with the book very well. Like this particular page here, it's page number 60. It says pray and ask God to let you see you the way that he sees you. And that's a self-check. So it says, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? And another question was, how would you describe your spiritual self-confidence? And another question is, do you think you see yourself the way God sees you? So it's not just a book about like sickness and illness and things like that, but it's a book about self-discovery and how you rediscover your relationship with God, how you begin to have self-checks, basically checking in with yourself, making sure that you have what she calls in her book soul care, where you take care of yourself, take care of your soul. What is it that God is calling you to do? And do you see yourself the way God sees you in order to have the confidence you need to walk in God and to move in God and to be confident in your prayer life, be confident in your spirituality? It's such a good read, and how she came to terms with herself and with her mother's illness and how it helped her. And another part of the self-check that she has in the book, it says, what does your circle of friends look like? Another question was, are you able to be who you see? Wait, let me get my glasses. Hang on. It says, are you able to be who you are without apology? Can they freely correct you if needed? So it's about checking in with yourself, making sure your circle is right, making sure your circle is a godly circle where they can give you information, correction, help build you up, help keep you in the walk with God like you need to be. And her mother taught her so many things from just in childhood, but she begins to show us how her mother learned from her as well. And her mother learned about a relationship with God and a deeper walk with God in scripture and reading the word and prayer and things like that through Ramona's life. So it's such a good read, and it's so heartfelt. It starts out really, heart-wrenching. It's sad. It shows like those ebbs and flows, like those highs and lows, and it begins to dig deeper into the honest places in God and how you want God to deal with you and how you want God to multiply your life, multiply your relationship, build you up in your most holy faith, and push forward. I love it. I love this book. It was such a good read. And like I said, it's not very big. I got it off Amazon, and I'll post the name of the book. It's by Romona Jackson. It's called Crazy Faith, Unexplainable Peace, a lesson my mother taught me. It's such a beautiful read, especially for anyone that has dealt with sickness and illness and questioning God and questioning their faith and beginning to struggle in certain areas after the loss of a loved one or going through sickness or disease or anything like that. So I hope you all get it. I hope you all love it like I loved it. And it's our first book of 2024. So make sure you get it. And I got one more book that I wanted to introduce for this month, for the month of February, that I'm going to be reading. And I want you all to get this book and also get this other book that I'm going to show you. It is called, it's down here, The 12 Apostles of Jesus. The 12 Apostles of Jesus is by Richard Orzeck. Their Forgotten History. And it talks about the 12 disciples that followed Jesus Christ and what they did after, how they lived after Jesus died and resurrected, and what did they do to spread the gospel, how they died as martyrs, how they ended up dying, and how they ended up living their life after Jesus Christ had risen. So this is such a good read. I started reading it, but I didn't want to have a bunch of books that I was juggling, so I said I'm going to save it for February's book read. So that's what I'm reading for this month. Crazy Faith, get it. You'll like it. I really believe you will love it. You'll benefit from it. It's there to help anybody that's ever gone through anything when it comes to, loss, loved ones, sickness, illness, all that stuff. You'll love it. It is not just a sad book. It is a book of faith. It's a book of building yourself up and helping you to develop that relationship with God, to go from being hurt, to go from being sad, into walking into your purpose. It's such a good book. I think you'll love it. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.